Today we're talking about The Piper's Call by David Gilmour from his new album, which is fully released now, which is amazing. It's Luck and Strange, and it's just, the story is huge, and you can read all about it in this month's episode of Guitar Player Magazine. So we're going to cover the verse, and we're going to cover the choruses, and then we'll start maybe talking a little bit about improvisational approaches on the outro pattern. So without further ado, we'll just start with F, and it's a really cool kind of like Lydian mode. So if you want to play the open B string there, you can. But we're playing that F power chord and then G. Or you could play F major here if you want, if you'd rather do that. But it's kind of down, 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 up, down, down, choke, down, up, down, down, choke, down, up, down, down, back to F. And if you wanted to wrap that thumb around the bottom, you could. But it's just a killer groove. And it's a real privilege to be able to still hear songs from this old master. Just a beautiful work. And the chorus is just going to knock your socks off. We're going to hit it right here, the pre-chorus. We're heading to the C minor, and then back to F, and back to C minor, and then up to D, and then we pound on eighth notes, and then stop, and jump back down to G minor, to F, and then E flat major. Back to the G sharp, or the G minor, and then the F major, and then E flat, and then he does an E flat over F, and then back to E flat, and then E flat over F again. Goes back into the verse. You'll have to find your own way. If you're going to play this as a soloist, you'll have to find your own rhythm patterns that work for you. Heads back to the outro chorus, we'll start talking about soloing patterns and what scale we can use to kind of hammer over that. I think you've got pretty much all of the pieces of the song. I'm just going to run through the chords if you want to stick around, and then there's that really cool build-up between E flat and then with E flat over F, or F with E flat in the bass, and then back to E flat, and then back to F with E flat in the bass again, as he uses that sort of ascending guitar pattern where the bass guitar is just hanging onto the pedal tone, and then it catapults it finally to the solo section, the outro solo section. So I'm just going to quickly run over the chords in case you weren't able to grab them all while I was playing through, but we have an F chord, F bar chord, which is 1, 3, 3, 2, 1, 1. And if you wanted to check out some of my chord rabbit hole videos, you can find it there probably. And then G, we could use this G here for the verse. 2 chords in the verse, and that's it. So 3, 5, 5, 4, 3, 3. And then here's another G that you could use, and here's another F that you could use for the verse. And again, the rhythmic pattern is that I was using is just kind of borrowed from the outro. But when we get to the pre-chorus, we kind of let that rip with a whole note. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then C minor again, and then up to D, 2, 3, 4, and then 1 and 2 and 3, 4. That gives us that punch that we can peel right through rip right through that G minor. 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. G minor again, F, 2, 3, 4, and then C, 2, 3, and then F with E flat in the bass, and then E flat again, and then F with E flat in the bass. Ding, 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 ding. And that's back to the outro now. We're talking F5, 1, 3, 3, and then G5, 1, 3, 3. You hear that kind of stuff happening. So you hear like F. You hear a lot of this stuff too, where you're just kind of hanging on the top two, frets on fret number 1. And if you wanted to really fly through this, really soar through this, you could do that G minor pentatonic is what I think he's really hooked on to here. So we've got 3, 1, 3. It's a good option anyway. 3, 1, 3, and then slide up to 5, and then 1, 3, and there's your octave, right? 3, 1, 3, and then we're gonna switch out that third finger for second finger, slide up to fret number 7, and then use finger 1, and then finger 3. So 1 octave, next octave, and then we could use the next octave up. We can head up here, and then we can even use minor pentatonic right here in position number 15, okay? So that's it for that session. I'm really glad that you're interested in the Piper's Call. It just blew my mind. The first time I heard it, I had to listen to it. I kind of thought it was a joke. I thought it was some AI where David Gilmour was playing a ukulele to open up the song, and I thought, no, this can't be right. And then the first verse hit me, and then Steve Gadd, ding, ga-dum, boom, psh, really kind of like sealed the deal. The whole song is just an amazing piece of work, and I hope that you let me know how you feel about the song, and if you have any questions about what happened in the session, if you wanted me to expand on any points or any places, feel free to let me know, and I really appreciate it. Like, share, subscribe, and that helps us grow, and it helps us grow together. So I look forward to seeing you around, and until we meet again, happy picking.